Welcome back, Monday morning. I'm just in the van now, heading up to this digger with the wiring fault in the wiring loomy bit. That's Friday turned into a long day. I think it was 15 hours in total. Didn't get home till 11 o'clock-ish, so yeah, it was a late one. I'm not going to lay out what I want to do today. All I want to do is get this wiring fault done, because it's one of those jobs, it's too far away to be backwards and forwards and try this and try that. So I'm just gonna, today's goal is to sort this wiring fault on this 14 tonner, and then I know I don't have to trail all the way back across the other side of the country to get a look at it again, so go and get that done. If I get anything else done today, it'll be a bonus. Okay, I'll see you up there. So this is as far as I got on Friday night. Got a fault with the wiring that runs down the bottom of there, so I'm going to take this wall out, take that P-clip out, pull all the sheathing off the wiring, and just have a really good look, because there's something, maybe 3 or 4 wires in that lot there, that's causing me a lot of issues, so I'll get that out. Right, so you can see I've got this whole cab in 100 million pieces now, and so what was happening when I was sitting on this seat, or when the driver sat on the seat, the machine knocked off and it was doing all kinds of weird things, and this wire in here obviously feeds your console with your ignition switch and things like that, and you could well imagine that moving, broken wiring among all that lot, or a few broken wires, would cause issue. But what was actually happening, those pilot pipes there run out under the cab and out under there, and it was pushing this wire in here and giving us a bad connection. And there was 3 pins pulled out of that plug there, so literally a case of strip the plug, clip the new pins back in. They're all clean and everything as well, so I probably got about an hour's worth of putting all this cab back together now. But I'm pleased we got to the bottom of that, because that was really bugging me over the weekend. So it just paid to come back to some things with fresh eyes, and yeah, I could have been here till 10-11 o'clock in the dark trying to find that, so I'm pleased about that. I'll bring you back when I've got this cab back together. Right, that's the cab back together now, and thank goodness for that as well. There's the wiring all taped up at the back there. I'm just going to test it now, make sure there's no error codes when we turn on. It's a good start. There we go, up and running. I'm dead pleased with that. That is a load off your mind. So I'm going to pack up the van and head down the coast now to another job, and I'll catch you when we get there. Cheers! Right, I've arrived at my last digger now. It is a 225 with low rail pressure faults, so I have a feeling it'll be fuel filters or filter head. I'll go over and get a look, see what the driver's saying or the owner's saying, and get a look over it, so I'll show you what we find. So it's just been running, the guy's just told me that it's been coughing and spluttering all morning. I've just come to it and pushed this hand primer down. It was sort of sucked in like that, so I think we've got a fuel restriction. I'm going to take that filter head off, take it back to the van, strip it down and get a look at it. So this is the filter head, and just behind this inlet, the red one here, there's loads of debris. So take that end cap off, give it a good clean out. Right, so I've put another new fuel filter on. This is the primary fuel filter. I've bled the fuel through on the other side, so hopefully now when we start it up, this is after the lift pump side, so it'll fill this and send it back to the high pressure fuel pump. Yeah, this filter's pretty clean looking on the inside. I think it was just that muck before the water and fuel filter that was causing the heartache, so I'll fire it up and see what it's running like now. That's the machine running. Happy days. Absolutely immaculate machine. That's that job done. Nice to finish the day on a nice easy job. It's amazing just what a little bit of muck in the filter head can do to a machine. It sort of brought it down to its knees really. So that's a nice straightforward fix to end the day. It's a big relief getting that wiring job out from under my feet. That sort of bothers you a bit, and it's very time consuming as well, because you know you're 2.5 hours up there before you've even got your spanners out the back of the van. So I'm glad that one's done and out the way. Tomorrow's work is Lola certificates, so a bit like an MOT on a car. Go and look at I think about a dozen machines to go and look around, tick boxes and write out paperwork. So hopefully I'll get that done fairly quick and I'll be able to get onto 420 at a landfill site, which has got a transmission hose that's weeping, so the machine's still going, but it needs replaced. So that's what tomorrow's looking like. Wednesday I've got a 8.5 tonner to service, and it also wants a Lola certificate. It's on an RAF base, so there'll only be so much I can show you of that, if any at all, because there's no phones allowed while you're on site. So I'll probably have to, well, you have to leave it at the door, so see how much of that we get. But there's plenty more to be on with as well. I've still got 3 or 4 services sort of saved in the back of my head to do, so yeah, lots to do. Still got that track motor to fit on that 2.5 ton digger. I'll get that organised as well for the end of the week. HQ, they're out doing a couple of jobs for me tomorrow and Wednesday. There's a big service on a 420 shovel, and it's got a downstream knock sensor fault. They're going to go and get that done for me. And then there's a dumper which is in the opposite direction. It has got a handbrake fault, and while they're up there, there's also a service to do up there. So they're really helping me out this week, just getting those couple of jobs done so I could try and get caught up a bit and start to kind of work on jobs that have came in within sort of 48 hours. But as you've seen, all it takes is a digger that's 2.5 hours away to really sort of upset the job. But anyway, we'll see how we go. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you've any questions, leave them down in the comments and I will get back to you. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Every little helps, so please keep watching and we'll see you in the next one.